We want to thank you all for tuning in to Hot Topics. I'm your host, Keith Scott, and with my co-host, Dre. How we doing, Dre?
Doing great. I tell you, it's a heavy news week. There's so much going on. I'm excited to hear your first story.
Yeah, Hot Topics, a lot going on. Let's give you a quick update on the Dallas shooting with the African-American male that was in his own apartment when this police officer 30-year-old Amber Geiger, mistaken this apartment for hers, goes in. Here's an update. She has been fired from her job, right?
Yeah, well, she's still walking around, but fired.
She's fired. But Police Chief Renee Hall said that, she had to terminate her. She's been terminated from her job, and she has a right to appeal. But she's still out on bail, and this is still an ongoing investigation.
There are so many questions and so many inconsistencies, from hearing that she used the key to open the door, to the door being ajar, to people downstairs recording, hearing her beat on the door and yelling, "Let me in."
Yeah.
There's so much.
Well, we gave our viewers an update, at last Hot Topics episode, that even some people on the same floor heard her banging on the door, demanding to get in.
Right.
So there are a lot of
unanswered questions
with this incident.
Yeah.
So we got to wait to find out what's going on. But what gets me is she's out on bail. They wait to, give her a drug test.
But they did do a quick drug test on the victim.
They did a quick drug test on him.
Yeah.
And they searched his apartment.
Yes.
So for our viewers that don't know, they searched his apartment. They waited, to give her a drug test. She's out on bail. Now she's terminated. But, there are a lot of untold stories going on. We can go into this,
We can speculate some things.
We can speculate a lot.
Yeah.
But there are still a lot of people out there that should be under investigation with a lot of different incidents. Right. But we're going to have to keep you posted on what's going on with this Dallas shooting.
Definitely.
And we'll keep you posted. What you got for us, Dre?
So Kavanaugh, another story that is ever-changing. It's hard to keep up with it. It's moving so fast. So you had the first accuser who said that she was assaulted in high school.
Okay.
Then you have now a college person, female, that's saying that she was assaulted.
Right.
But she can't confirm if it was Kavanaugh because she was so drunk.
Yeah.
But yet she heard somebody say that Kavanaugh did, and I want to say what he did because it's kind of graphic, but she heard somebody say his name and that he did it. And so that's what she remembers. And then Michael Avenatti, I don't know if you remember him, but he's Stormy Daniels' attorney, says there's another person that has a statement as well, but yet she's not going to come forth. And, I was thinking about it after seeing what the first accuser goes through with death threats and having to move. I don't know. Why would you want to put yourself through that?
Yeah, well, I say if there's one, there's two. There may be three, there may be four. So we're definitely going to have to keep you posted on this hot topic.
Well, and Thursday, this week, we're going to have a hearing, and I believe it's confirmed that the first accuser will definitely testify, but we're waiting to hear if the second one will.
Yeah, we're going to wait and see what happens with that hot topic. Let's go right into Bill Cosby, Dr. Huxtable.
Dr. Heathcliff Huxtable.
The Cosby Show. Convicted today, sentenced to 3 to 10 years in a state prison. Bill Cosby is 81 years of age. They had the handcuffs on him when he was in the courtroom. They had the bracelets on him, on his feet. They had him
around his waist.
Yeah. And, Camille, his wife, is standing by her man. But they're saying that in 3 years, he could be up for parole.
Right.
But it's still an ongoing investigation when it comes to the defense, because the defense and his publicist saying that there was a faulty tape and some evidence out there. So this is still, it's still under speculation when it comes to that. We'll have to see what happens with this ongoing investigation from the defense.
Yeah, they're claiming that Andrea's mom, when she recorded the tape, actually doctored the tape that they played during the case.
Right.
So they're trying to see if there's any.
But Dre, there are a lot of men out there right now that are under investigation. This is an old case for Bill Cosby. Even the ladies that came out, statute of limitation has been up with a lot of these different women. But there are a lot of other different males out there with some of these same accusations that are taking place with women. Kavanaugh, the list goes on, and we can go on naming this. But right now, Bill Cosby is sentenced to 3 to 10 years. And there are a lot of other people out there walking around free right now.
Yeah, you made a very valid point. It's strange to see what's happening, but like they mentioned, it's going to definitely change how we view those kind of cases. Will the statute of limitations even hold? And are they going to go back and bring up the other women? I mean, what could happen, with stories like that?
Yeah, and we'll keep you posted on the Bill Cosby Hot Topic story. We'll keep you posted on that. What you got for us, Dre?
So Valentino Dixon, he was in prison for 27 years for a murder he didn't commit. At the time when they arrested him, there was another person that was actually confessing to the murder.
Wow.
But yet they arrested Valentino, and he was in jail for 27 years.
Yeah. 27
years.
Wrongly convicted.
But art saved him. Art and golf. So someone noticed that he was doing this tremendous artwork, and they asked him to start painting golf courses. Yeah. And so he was painting these golf courses. They were amazingly beautiful. Got picked up by an author in Golf Digest, and that author got interested in his story and started digging. It got to the Golf Channel, and then all of a sudden some law students from Georgetown got hold of it, and they wound up gathering that guy again that actually said he did it, and they were able to get him off. The beautiful thing about Valentino, though, is not only is he an amazing artist, but he's an amazing spirit, because he said, I would go back and hug those people. I'm not harboring any ill will toward them. It was part of my purpose. And he is moving on with life. But I tell you, it makes you wonder, and it gives you pause.
Yeah, I saw some of those paintings, and they really are amazing.
Beautiful.
And he doesn't have the same kind of stuff that we have, from being outside than inside.
Right,
so I wonder what kind of brushes he used.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
Really interesting to see what he can do with some real paint, some real brushes. Man, that's a hot topic. We're going to take a break real quick right here on Hot Topics, and we'll be right back with more right here on Hot Topics.
First time I tried Vicodin, it was laying around my mom's house. I didn't know they'd be this addictive. I didn't know how far I'd go to get more.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
I've just been in an accident. What am I supposed to do?
Before you act, let me attack. I'm Nathaniel Mack. Call today, 333-MACK. You don't pay unless we win.
Let's call Matt.
Let's call Matt.
I tried Oxy at a couple of parties. I didn't know it'd be this addictive. I didn't know how far I'd go to get more.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
Nothing to do this week? Don't miss another event. Go to blacksinsanantonio.com for our event calendar. The home of the largest business directory in San Antonio with an African-American focus. Sign up today for our weekly e-blast and text message alerts. Help us make this a better community. Connect, empower, grow.
Well, thanks for tuning right back to Hot Topics. Now you know I got to give them this hot topic. Them Cleveland Browns, the dog pound, go Cleveland.
That's crazy.
They finally won a game in 635 days.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
That's a long
That's a long losing streak. This young quarterback came in and excited the Cleveland fans. I hadn't seen a football game like this in years where the fans hung around after the game. It was kind of like the Super Bowl a little bit, where the people hang around and celebrate. The players are running up and down the field. The coach is hugging people. Everybody's coming over to hug the coach. And people have a lot of great things to say about Cleveland's coach. But the dog pound, Dre, finally got a win, 635 days. So we want to give a shout out to the Cleveland Browns.
What's funny
Way to go,
is
Cleveland.
people are asking, are they going to make the playoffs? You know, it's like, okay, take one win at a time. Because let's see what happens this weekend.
Yeah, we got to take one win at a time, but we'll see what happens with the dog pound. But I wanted to share that with them. That's a hot topic.
That's a hot topic.
635 days, go Browns.
Speaking of winning, Tiger Woods. What the heck? 2013 was his last win, and he finally did it. He finally did it, and it was amazing. I think even he was overwhelmed with the fan response. I don't know if you saw it, but it was absolutely insane watching him walk, and then all of a sudden these mounds of people were following him. You cannot tell me that golf loves Tiger Woods.
Yeah, I was amazed by all of the love that he got. It was
crazy.
You know, the old pump fist that he normally does, and people were so excited. I was really impressed to see that Tiger Woods still has a fan base the way he does at the golf course.
Huge fan base. Yeah, and after everything that he went through, but, you know, everybody's talking about how, you know, America loves a comeback story and America, but you know what? Even in spite of everything that's happened, I've never seen them not pull for him. You know what I mean? Everybody wanted him to come back and do well. And so now he's in France getting ready for the Ryder Cup. But this was his 80th PGA victory. So
a lot of victories.
More to come. He's not done.
First win in 5 years.
He's not done.
All right, Tiger. Well, XM Radio. Here we go. XM Radio. We know that radio is so broad. There's so many different entities for you to listen to radio with internet and all these other, you know, different platforms for radio, but XM Radio bought Pandora.
Wow.
And it's in the making right now. They're saying that they're buying Pandora for $3.6 billion.
What
is going on with all of these billion-dollar, you know, sellings and just everything, you know, when million was like.
It was the thing.
Million was the thing. But, you know, they're saying that there aren't going to be too many changes right now. We'll have to wait and see what happens. But they got over 36 million subscribers with XM Radio. Pandora has its own audience, but they're saying there are not going to be too many changes. But I thought you ought to know that XM owns Pandora. Well, we'll be owning Pandora. So we're going to have to see what happens because we know Pandora was free. There's some money to be on XM. But we're going to have to wait and see what happens with Pandora and see if there are going to be any changes and any fees coming up.
As a customer, I will be watching.
Me too. Wow. And we'll keep you informed on that hot topic with XM and Pandora.
Definitely.
What you got, Dre?
So anybody who knows me knows I love Michael Kors. It's ridiculous. I should get a check. I really should, especially now. Michael Kors has purchased Versace.
Isn't it that's a
$2.1 billion.
Here we go.
A billion again.
2.1 billion.
So here's the reason why this is so important. Here in North America, Michael Kors was declining in sales because people aren't going to the mall anymore. I don't know about you, but I love going to the mall. Yeah. You know, I want to see my stuff, but everybody's doing more online purchases. And on the luxury side, he didn't have that big product offering.
Right.
So now what the merger is going to do is give him that opportunity to offer a global luxury product.
Yeah.
And so Donatella, Versace's sister, is still going to be at the helm of it. But he has his finger in it and he's going to be able to benefit from it. And get this, he recently, last year, I think it was, bought Jimmy Choo. Want to know how much?
How much?
$1.2 billion.
More billion-dollar deals.
Yeah.
That's going to be pretty interesting to see what Michael Kors does with Versace.
I know.
You know, Versace has its own brand. Michael Kors has its own brand. It's going to be interesting to see how that, you know, manifests.
Well, and he's slowly gobbling everything up because Jimmy Choo, Kate Spade, he purchased Kate Spade. So it's like, well, what's going on, Michael?
Well, I think those were some serious hot topics.
Yes, they were.
But we definitely want to leave you with this. We want to throw you a reminder that registration, the end of registration to vote, is October 9th. Here we are, the end of September. We're coming into October, and we definitely want to remind you folks, please get out there and register. The last day is October 9th to register to vote.
And it's very important that you remember and get prepared for November 6th. No matter what side you're on, make sure your voice is heard. If you don't vote, you shouldn't complain.
Yeah, please get out there and vote. Last day to register, October 9th. We're almost there. And November 6th.
Yes,
so
right.
Please let your voice be heard. If you have any questions or concerns, or you want to give us some feedback on this week's episode, you can always reach my co-host at Dre at blackvideonews.com. And that's Dre with a D-R-E.
And if you have ideas that you want to share with us about some hot topics, things that you may be interested in, reach out to Keith Scott at kscott at blackvideonews.com as well.
Oh, man, that's it. This is Hot Topics. I'm Keith Scott, my co-host Dre. We'll see you next time right here on Hot Topics on BVN. Always be encouraged. We'll see you next time.